Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to talk about the Bible. You have to read. Which one is the real Bible? Well, you see here Mr. Jason David Bedun. He is a Bible scholar, and he referred to this subject. I'm going to show you, for example, Mr. Bedun's words he said about a translation in specific, referring to the New World Translation, okay? The New World Translation, I have a pic. You can see here, New World Translation of the Holy Scriptures. He compared 9 translations and produced a book. Mr. Bedun produced the book whose title is Truth in Translation, Accuracy and Bias in English Translations of the New Testament. He was referring to the New Testament. And he said about the New World Translation, comparing the New World Translation with the other 9 or 8 translations. In all, they were 9 translations. He compared and referred to the New World translation as the better by far, consistently better. And he said that the New World Translation, the Bible produced by the Jehovah's Witnesses, is the most accurate of the translations compared. So that was the opinion based on a study made by Mr. Jason David Bedun. Well, if we study the Biblia Hebraica, the original in Hebrew language, and if we study the Greek text, what can we say? Well, I teach those languages for a long time already, and I want to tell you something about it. Let's go to Acts chapter 17. Acts chapter 17, verse 31. Let's read and translate it. It says, Katoti estesen hemeren. Then it's saying that he, are referring to God here, okay, because he is the person referred in the prior verse. He set a day, estesen hemeren, in hei melei krinein. The day, the text says he's about to judge. Krinein, infinite verb of to judge. Krinein, to judge. Ten oikomenen indikaiosine. Okay, the text says that God is about to judge, or krinein, 10 oikomenen indikaiosine. Oikomenen, what is the meaning of oikomenen? If you go to the internet and you type oikomene, you put in Latin letters. Oikomene means inhabited earth. Do this research for a while for you. And then let's see the translation produced by Jehovah's Witnesses, New World Translations on jw.org website. The text says, because he, referring to God, has set a day on which he purposed to judge the inhabited earth in righteousness. Inhabited earth, oikomeni, okay? But if you compare it with the other translations, Acts 17:31, for he has set a day when he will judge the world. But the Greek word world is cosmos. The exact word for world is cosmos. Cosmos. The Greek text does not say cosmos. It says oikomeni. Oikomeni. Okay? Here in the accusative case, oikomenen. So God is about to judge. He is going to judge or krinein ten oikomenen, not the world or cosmos. The New World Translation is the most exact in this text. And if you compare to other Bibles, for example, New International Version, it says the world, not the inhabited earth. The New Living Translation says the world. The English Standard Version says the world. You see here, the world. Berean Study Bible, it says the world. Okay? New American Standard Bible, it says the world. King James Bible, it says that God will judge the world in righteousness. And many other, for example, in the International Standard Version, it says the world, okay? A few translations put it in the correct way. So some people say, it's the same. Okay, but we have specific words. Then the Bible called New World Translation here is better by far if it is translating the way that transmit the correct idea present in the mind of the writer. Okay? So let's go to another example. Revelation chapter 1 verse 1. You can read in the Greek text Αποκάλυψης Ιησού Χριστού hen έδωκεν αὐτῷ η Hotheos, or which God gave him. Deixai tois doulos autou to show his slaves hadignes in taki, the things that must shortly take place. Kai semanen apostilas dia tu angelo autou. Okay, the text says esemanen. Esemanen comes from the Greek verb semaino. Okay, so it means that he showed through signs. The idea that there was symbols or signs is presented here from the Greek word semaino. In the verb esemanen that we have here is in our wrist. So, what is the problem with the other translations of this text? If we go to Revelation chapter 1 verse 1, you see the same problem. When we compare the New World Translation, it's better by far. For example, let's see the New World Translation, this part of the Bible. Let's go to Revelation chapter 1 verse 1. It says, a revelation by Jesus Christ which God gave him to show his slave the things that must shortly take place. And he sent his angel and presented it. Now, take a look. In signs. Presented the revelation in signs through him to his slave John. Okay, let's see the other translations. The text is Revelation chapter 1. In New International Version, the revelation from Jesus Christ, which God gave him to show his servants what must soon take place. Then the text says, he made it known. It doesn't say presented it through signs or in signs. It made it known. He made it known. Okay. New Living Translation. He sent an angel to present this revelation. English Standard Version. He made it known. It doesn't say it was presented in signs. It doesn't give the idea that there was a kind of signs or symbolic representations in Apocalypse. That's why a lot of believers, when they read traditional translations, they are reading Apocalypse and they think that some texts that we know are symbolic are literal. They make a confusion between literal texts and symbolic texts because there is no good explanation in the beginning of the book of Revelation. Their Bible translations they use. I think you understand what I want to say. There was a bad translation of the word semaino in chapter 1 verse 1. And we have a lot of other examples in Revelation 1. I'd like to give you this example. And another example we see in verse 3. Verse 3, it says in the end of the verse 3, Revelation 1:3, happy is the one who reads aloud, and those who hear the words of this prophecy and who observe the things written in it, for the appointed time is near. The Bible here is the New World Translation. It says, the appointed time is near. We can compare with other translations, for example, Revelation 1:3. Let's see. Appointed time is near. Is that the correct translation? Because the time is near, says the New International Version. New Living Translation, the time is near. English Standard Version, it says the time is near. Berean Study Bible, because the time is near. New American Standard Bible, the time is near. King James Bible, the time is at hand, and so on. So they don't say appoint the time. But if we go to the text in Greek language, it uses the word appointed time, not chronos, but kairos. It's different. There is a difference between chronos and kairos. So the New World Translation, as we can see in the words of Mr. Bedun, the most accurate of the translations compared. So if you want to read the real Bible, you have to pay attention to this. For example, if we go to jw.org, you can see The Battle Belongs to Jehovah is an article, and let me go down there. You see this, okay? David against the giant, okay? According to the Bible, David said in 1 Samuel chapter 17, the verse is 45. It says, Vayomer David el ha-Pelisti. And David said to the Philistine, Ata ba-helai, you come to me, becherev, with the sword, uvachanit, and with a spear, uvekidon, and with a javelin, ve'anochi, take a look, but I, said David, ba-elecha beshem Yehovah tzevaot, I come against you in the name of Jehovah of armies, beshem Yehovah tzevaot, in the name of Jehovah of armies. The text does not say in the name of the Lord of armies. No, the text doesn't say that. So if you take the name of God and eliminate the name of God, it's different. There is no such expression as Lord of armies in the Bible. David said, take a look again. I'm going to read and you listen the name of God. Vayomer David el ha-Pelisti, ata ba-helai becherev uvachanit uvekidon, ve'anochi va'elecha b'shem Yehovah tzevaot, Elohei marchot Israel, asher cherafta. The God of Israel, the God of the armies of Israel, okay? So David was a worshipper of Jehovah, not a worshipper of a unknown Lord, okay? A nameless God. No, man. No, people. No, folks. So thank you so much for this opportunity I had to show you the truth about the real Bible you have to read. According to the Biblia Hebraica, you can read in Hebrew, you can read also in Greek language, and I could help you to do that. If you want to learn those languages, please contact me. Thank you so much.